Coming up on Vegas Nation Blitz, Davante Adams traded to the New York Jets.
Do you view the Davante trade at all as like a rebuild beginning with the team?
No.
The star wideout's time with the silver and black is done. So what now?
Next man up. Move on. He was out for the last 2 weeks, so we're fine.
Unpacking the deal, Davante's time as a Raider, and Week 6. Vegas Nation Blitz starts right now.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
Davante Adams has been traded. The New York Jets reuniting Adams with his former quarterback in Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers. This time the pair will take the field for the Gang Green. Hello and welcome back to Vegas Nation Blitz. I'm your host, Dominic Lavoie. Thank you all for tuning in. So, the Band-Aid is finally ripped off. Davante Adams is gone and he's a member of the Jets. That deal being reported first early Tuesday morning that Adams is going to be heading to the Big Apple with the Raiders getting a conditional third-round pick. Now that pick can become a second-rounder if Adams is listed as an All-Pro on the first or second team, or he's going to be on the active roster for the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. Now let's take a look at his stats all-time as a Raider. He was acquired back in March of 2022, for shortly thereafter he signed a then NFL record contract for a wide receiver of 5 years worth $140 million. And since then he snagged 221 passes for over 2,800 yards and 23 touchdowns in 37 games in the silver and black. Now with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to our top stories and see what Raiders beat writer Vinny Bonsignore makes of this whole situation. Vinny, take it away.
You know, you don't go to the lengths that Davante Adams did to request a trade and come back from that. There was no coming back from that. But the Raiders were patient over the last couple of weeks, not just jumping at the first offer that was given them. In terms of value, it was far-fetched that they were going to get a first or second round pick at all. So I thought they did a pretty good job in getting a third round pick that can turn into a second round pick. I felt under the circumstances, the Raiders did a good job in moving Davante Adams. Obviously, they're not a better team today than they were with Davante Adams. That's a moot point at this point. He just didn't want to be there. And out of that situation, I thought the Raiders did a pretty good job. You know, the Raiders are going to try to make do with who is left on the roster. You throw in Brock Bowers. I know he's listed as a tight end, but he's the ultimate kind of a weapon. So he's going to get a lot of touches as well. And then moving forward, I think wide receiver becomes a position that they're going to address in the draft or maybe free agency. We'll see how that all plays out.
Thank you, Vinny. Now, shifting gears to Pittsburgh really quick. Week 6 was Aiden O'Connell's first start this season for the Raiders after Gardner Minshew was benched in Week 5 against the Broncos. Now, AOC started out the afternoon red hot, a perfect 4 for 4 for 45 yards through the air on his first drive. His main target, Brock Bowers, the rookie out of Georgia, who continues to light up the NFL. Now, O'Connell did throw a pick, almost throwing multiple, but Antonio Pierce still had positive things to say about the quarterback.
I thought he got off to a fast start. Quick, got the ball out of his hands. You know, we wanted to take some more shots down the field. That didn't happen when he took one down the field, wanted more. The interception at the end, third 18, trying to make a play, but, just be smart still with the football. We don't want that to show up on the stat sheet. But I thought he stayed in the pocket. He gave us a chance, and Aiden was Aiden. Like, that's what we expected. Nothing more, nothing less.
Now back to AOC's main target, Brock Bowers, a tight end out of Georgia, caught 9 passes for 71 yards on Sunday with 10 targets. Now that lone target he didn't catch was the AOC pick. Nonetheless, Bowers used Sunday's effort to cement himself atop the NFL's tight end receiving list with 384 yards and a touchdown so far this year. Now, head coach Antonio Pierce on Monday shared his thoughts on the rookie in his first 6 games of NFL action.
Everything you saw on film is now in the National Football League, and it's for the Raiders. I mean, hell of a job even on that penalty, right, on the holding call. One-hand catch, the yak, the things that we're able to do with him. It makes it tough matchups. And you can see now teams are trying to change up ways that they're, defending him. I think with Brock, though, what I love and foremost, if you just watch the running game, just watch him finish guys down the field, out of bounds. There's a clip with him and T.J. Watt and the way he finished that run. That's what makes him unique because we know how special he is in the passing game, but to then go out there and have that effort in the run game, that's legit.
Now we've got to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. Coming up is behind the scenes time again. Heidi Fang has an exclusive interview with second-year defensive end Tyree Wilson. Plus, the one and only Adam Hill joins us with some of his fast takes. Vegas Nation Blitz, Week 7 edition. We'll be right back.
DNR House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler. We specialize in natural and lab-grown loose diamonds, engagement rings, and custom design. If you're looking for lab-grown diamonds, we have one of the largest selections at the best prices in Las Vegas. We make luxury affordable every day.
Welcome back and thanks for sticking around. Now let's get things rolling again and go behind the scenes. Standing by is Heidi Fang with the lowdown on Tyree Wilson.
Thanks, Dom. All eyes were on what edge rusher Tyree Wilson could bring to the Raiders once he was selected with the number 7 overall pick in the draft. I caught up with the Texas Tech product this week and asked how he's dealt with the high expectations that were placed upon him.
Just ignore the noise, Can't let the noise get to you. A lot of people got opinions, but the opinions only matter when, they from my teammates and my coaches. So, it's coming in, going to work, and forget the outside noise. I feel like, going in to film room, going into, pre-practice, and then going into practice and attacking it the right way. And then the game gets easier and slows down.
There's something about yourself that you'd like to tell Raider Nation.
I'm a country boy.
Okay.
I like fishing and hunting, stuff like that.
What kind of fishing? Like New England fly fishing? What kind of fishing?
Man, just catfish and bass.
Okay. Back to you, Dom.
All right, thank you for that, Heidi. Now it's time to bring in Adam Hill for his fast takes on this week for the Raiders. Adam, let's hear what you got to say.
The Davante Adams trade is finally done. The Raiders can move on from this. And when you read the story, hopefully you read it with us at Vegas Nation, but anywhere you read the story, you'll see it reported as Davante Adams for a third-round pick, which could become a conditional second if things work out, which they probably will. So a second-round pick for Davante Adams. But there's a lot more to it. I know a lot of people out there are saying he's worth more than a second-round pick. He is. There's no question about that. But what it's worth for the Raiders right now is moving on. They had to do this. They had to get away from this situation. You've seen it on the field the last couple of weeks. As much as they say it's not a distraction, it has been 2 straight blowouts since Davante Adams demanded a trade, and this has been hanging over the team. They had to move on from it. They had to get this done quickly and get away from this situation. Ideally, in a perfect world, Davante Adams would have been happy, would have wanted to play for Antonio Pierce and stuck around and given them much more than a second-round pick value, given the fans something to cheer about, but it just wasn't going to happen. So don't look at it as a second-round pick. Look at it as the Raiders now have the ability to move on. I know it doesn't make you feel better, but that's the reality of the situation.
All right, thank you, Adam, and hey, thank you all for coming back. For those who just tuned in for the first time, thanks for joining us. Now, as always, be sure to stay connected with us so you never miss a smidgen of Raiders news leading up to when we come back right here for Vegas Nation Game Day. Now, once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.